Welcome back into Jacked Up, everybody. We talked with Alexis Bordas, 4A champion of West Virginia girls basketball and 4A tournament MVP. That on our YouTube page right now. We continue the state championship tour and we continue the tournament MVP tour as well with Class A champ, Class A tournament MVP, Ashlynn Van Tassell of Cameron. There you are, Ashlynn. Thanks so much for taking some time tonight. As we're about 72 hours at the conclusion of your third state championship in a row, are you guys still riding the high of, being a three-peat?
Yeah, we definitely are. We had a meeting at our board today to get recognized, and next week we have all kinds of restaurants to go to. We're going to go to Undo's and TJ's and go from there.
You guys are celebrities now.
Yeah.
Hot commodity. Gilmer County 50-43 the win. It was a game that you guys to start this championship run, a real emotional, a real action-packed game 2 years ago. Talk to me about that first, because that's what started this whole run. I mean, a buzzer beater win practically to beat them 2 years ago.
Starting the game our sophomore year, emotions were high. That was our second time being down there, and we were a young team, and luckily the ball went into Macy's hands and she shot it and we won from there. And going to this year playing Gilmer again, I mean, I think we were more prepared for Gilmer because we both have bigs and everything, and I just think I had more experience and the more use of body and body control, and they might have shut me down a little bit, but our guards stepped up, and that's definitely what helped us.
Yeah, 14 points, 19 rebounds still for you, and Kenzie ended up leading you guys. Kenzie Clutter with 16 points. Do you think she kind of saved her best performance for her last high school game? It was some of the best, at least I've seen from her offensively, being able to score and facilitate the ball as well.
I think she definitely did. She struggled with shooting the ball during that tournament, but to have her game like that for the last high school game, I think it really meant a lot to her and a lot to us to have that and to lead our team and win another state championship.
Again, for you guys this year, it seemed like, and I asked you this question throughout the week, a very physical matchup for you in all three games down low. How are you holding up? I mean, it seemed like you were getting just beat up left and right down in the post, but obviously you were able to come out of it as MVP and a state champion again.
Yeah, after the Pocahontas game, I went to a chiropractor and got adjusted and everything. And after the James Monroe game, it was a struggle. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna make it to Saturday. But my athletic trainer got me all worked out and got me prepared for Saturday. And just after Saturday, a lot of rest after that game. We did go home that night after the game, so it was a long bus ride back. But a lot of rest on Sunday and a lot of rest on Monday and today too.
And when I talked to Holly leading up to the game, after you guys found out that it was going to be Gilmer Friday night going into Saturday, she thought that you guys matched up well. It certainly seemed like you did as the game unfolded. Obviously, you won. They had some big players down low. They had some good guards up top with Ellison. What were some of maybe the challenges for you guys throughout the game? Because it did end up, a close battle.
It's definitely their guard play. They had some shooters, and definitely there's both twins fronting me and backing me, so they kind of took me out of the game. But like I said, all of our guards stepped up that game, and all their shots fell, and we came out on top.
Yeah, the first public school to win 3 consecutive state championships in Class A, to be forever cemented with that record. What does that mean for you?
That means a lot. Us girls have been playing together since second grade, so to end on a note like that, it means the world, and having all kinds of support down in Cameron and all of them coming up to support us.
Yeah, absolutely. What's it been like? I mean, I guess the question for me, because for being, in the Ohio Valley, covering these teams for the last 3 years, Cameron always seems to be competitive, whether it's football, boys or girls basketball, baseball. What is it about the town of Cameron where you guys aren't very, a big school, but it seems like 75-80% of the student body is just really good athletes?
Yeah, I think we're all just like a family. Everybody knows each other in Cameron, and I guess that's kind of our advantage. We're all close to each other, and we've been around each other for a long time, and to get to play together with the same people over the years, and we don't have to split up any groups or into anything. So we definitely have that advantage. And the town of Cameron, I mean, they just come to support anybody and anything. That's our pride and joy is our sports, and to have all kinds of support is amazing.
No, absolutely. For you, the next step, obviously, Youngstown State, continuing your Division One basketball career. What kind of drew you to Youngstown as you were going through your recruiting process?
Yeah, definitely. The coaches are all like family, and they welcome me with open arms. And the Youngstown, it's all close together, and everybody seems friendly there, and all the teammates they're really nice. So I can definitely see myself fitting in with them and everything. So I'm just ready to take that next step and develop in my career.
What's the rest of your senior year look like? Obviously, a couple more months before you put on the cap and gown. What are some of the things that you have in store until graduation?
Um, I just got invited to back All-Star game, so I'm excited for that, and just to get back in the weight room and start training for Division One ball.
Now, you guys weren't the only area state champs this past weekend. Wheeling Park, it was one of the things I had asked Alexis about, being able to share a state championship from the same region with you guys. Now, from your perspective, for you guys to be able to be state champs alongside them, a team you played in the regular season, what do you think it means to our area to have two state champions out of four classifications?
I think it means a lot for our area to have both of our teams succeed, and it just shows what kind of athletes we have and what we can do.
And I asked her about, obviously, since you guys played, we televised the game in the regular season. I asked Lex if she was surprised to see you guys end up where you guys ended up. She said no. Were you surprised to see them, obviously, at the end, cutting down the nets and beating Morgantown?
No, I was not surprised. That team, they clicked right when they needed to click. And seeing them play as a team and seeing them finally win that state championship, they have all the talent in the world. So to finally see them win was amazing.
And for you guys, I mean, we asked you about the grueling regular season schedule, time in and time out throughout this season. Throughout that tough run in the regular season with the opponents, when do you think it was that you guys clicked?
I think it was right after that Park game, and playing that game and seeing what kind of competition we can actually go up against and actually play with. It kind of clicked in our heads, like we can actually beat these big teams and actually have a run at it, and just to use our experience downstate too. So.
No, absolutely. Ashlynn Van Tassell, Cameron Senior, Class A tournament MVP. I want to talk to you a little bit too about that semifinal game, 30 rebounds. It's almost feels like status quo for you at times, but what's the approach that you take in the post? Because 19 rebounds in the state championship game kind of seems like a little bit of a lower mark than what you're normally used to.
Definitely the size advantage that game was really what I had. And that game, I think I struggled on putting the bunnies back up, so getting second chances. And like I said, our guards just didn't shoot the ball well. So getting good position in the block down low too to get those putbacks it was helpful.
Yeah, I know Holly took a jab at you in the press conference about padding your stats. She's been your coach. She's been your coach pretty much your entire high school career. What has she meant to you in this group throughout this, historic run, 3 in a row?
Yeah, she's meant a lot to us, and she taught us a lot about the game, and she's there for us when we need her and want to talk about anything. So her we're like so close to her, and that just means a lot to us, to where we can go to a coach to talk about our problems and to talk about anything. And she gives us great advice and just listens to our problems, which is awesome.
Now for you guys, next year, obviously you graduate, Kenzie Clutter graduates, Ashley and Emily Dobbs. Macy really is the only one with a lot of experience. I know Macy Bertram was coming off the bench for you guys this year as well. She'll be back. What do you think the future for Cameron girls basketball has in store?
I think it's still pretty bright to have all those returners. They're definitely going to have to find some size. I know that, and just to use, they're going to be a really good, like a quick team next year. So to use their quickness to their advantage will work too.
Yeah, and I mean, for you guys, I mean, there's always going to be little kids coming up through the pipeline. If the state championship success doesn't return right away, how important do you think it is for, the younger kids, the younger girls in the Cameron community that have followed your guys' run to three state championships in a row to maybe say, man, I want that to be me when I get to high school? Do you think that
Yeah.
that could spark
Mhm.
more interest and spark more motivation in the younger kids coming up the pipeline?
Yeah, I definitely, that it does, and I'm actually me and another teammate coach the little fifth graders, so they've been with us the past 2 years. So having them and the support that they show us, and the relationships that we all have with the little kids, I think it's really important.
Absolutely. Ashlynn, before I let you go, again, three state championships in a row. Holly had told us after the game that, she heard Coach Crutchfield speak about the idea of winning the
Yeah.
last game of the year and ending their season on a win. Well, you ended three seasons in a row on a win in the biggest stage, and you end your high school career with a win, with a third straight state championship, all-time leading scorer, all-time leading rebounder, tournament MVP. I mean, the list goes on and on. What does it all mean to you before, you ultimately do leave
Yeah.
Cameron and graduate here in a couple of months?
It means a lot, and I've developed a lot since freshman year too. And to go out with a win like that, and to go out with all the teammates that I have and all the support that I have, it means a lot.
Ashlynn Van Tassell, Cameron Senior, Class A tournament MVP from last week's Girls State Championship. Do you plan on heading down maybe this week and supporting the boys team at all, or do you guys still have some busy stuff going on?
Yeah, actually, me and my mom are gonna head down tomorrow morning. I think we're gonna leave at 5:30.
Cool. I'm probably going to leave right around the same time, so maybe I'll see you there. Ashlynn, one more time, thank you so
Yeah,
much, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
thank you for having me.